Magic owes everything to these two men. They came in here, worked very, very hard from a 10-minute act to a 50-minute act, then to a 35-minute act at the Stardust, and finally coming in here for this beautiful theatre that Steve Wynn, the Siegfried and Roy Theatre. And they put magic on the map more than anybody in the world. This was the crowning glory of Siegfried and Roy's long, brilliant career in this city. As I mentioned before, Siegfried and Roy are responsible for the entire success of magic in this city. And Steve Wynn built them this beautiful theatre, and they put on the most magnificent show that's ever been seen on stage. And Roy's handling of the animals was something to absolutely behold. Those of us who knew them personally and knew Roy going back from the earliest days, he brought up all the animals by love, a method of training that had never been used before. And the animals truly loved him. And of course, their presentation of the show, they were the superstars of magic, no doubt about it. No one had a greater empathy with animals and treated them more beautifully and gently than Roy did. He used to bring them, the first thing they'd see when they were cubs, they'd open their eyes. The first thing they'd see was Roy, and most of them thought that Roy was their mother. These little cubs, they really did, because he used to bottle feed them and everything, and his love handling of the animals. And Roy used to, if he was off on a holiday, he used to speak to them every day on the speakerphone, and they used to purr and rub their heads against their cage. And he used to call them from all over the world and chat away to them.
And Reveen has great respect for the pair.
Have you got that illusion with the big cage where you can have lions and that? I said, yeah, I have that illusion. But I used two girls dressed in Pink Panther outfits and one girl dressed as a lioness, and two of my sons were transformed from clowns in the circus sequence into that. They said, oh, well, do you want to do the animals? And I said, no, that's Siegfried and Roy's act. And that, of course, was the main act of Siegfried and Roy. You know, it's immeasurable what they contributed to magic and to theatre and to crowd drawing power in this city. They were the greatest team ever in the history of this city. Marvelous for magic, marvelous for the city, and they'll always be remembered. And Roy, as an animal trainer, there'll never be another one to equal Roy's method of having the animals love him so much. And we just pray that Roy is going to get well again, to enjoy the accolades in life that he deserves. And Siegfried's my personal friend and has been for many, many years. And we all pray for Roy. So there you see the biggest marquee to the biggest stars that ever played in this city. And it would be great to hope that they could once again do a farewell visit, that Roy could get strong enough that they could do a farewell series of shows. But the show that they performed here is monumental.